The Dark and Darker devs have added a duo mode. This is awesome. A lot of people have been requesting it. They have now made it so that on the Ruins map, it can only be accessed by solo and duo teams. So this is an experiment that they're running. Today, they released hotfix number 8 with this change and many more. So we'll be going through them today. So the next change is the weapon damage gap between different grades of gear has been reduced. Another amazing change, something that people have been suggesting so that the difference between different gear isn't so big, so that if you're lower gear, you can actually kill the better geared people. They did a slight damage reduction to the stiletto dagger, short sword, rapier, horseman's axe, falcon, and crossbow. Understandable, all pretty good. However, this is interesting. They did a slight damage increase to the Zweihander, wizard sword, halberd, felling axe, and bardiche. Good changes there. I thought the halberd was pretty good already, honestly. So I think halberd now is going to be really, really good. So definitely try it out if you haven't yet. It's pretty good on the warlock and the fighter. They did a large damage increase to the Viking sword and Chris dagger. Understandable, the Viking sword was absolute trash, literally never used, so hopefully it's actually usable now. They made it so that higher quality lanterns have a lower move speed penalty. Sounds good to me. They buffed the rogue's caltrop ability a lot. The caltrop's ability cool time has been reduced from 24 to 12. Its slow duration was increased from 2 to 3 seconds, and then its ability count was reduced from 6 to 4. Very interesting. I wonder if people will actually use it now. It's questionable. I guess we'll see. The Ruins final triple blue portal has been changed to 2 single blue portals. This makes sense. Now it's a duo and solo team. They don't want too much teaming. We'll get to that though. And then 1 blue portal in the normal goblin caves near the end has been removed. They fixed an issue where the buckler could not benefit from perks related to the fighter shield. Honestly, bucklers aren't really used much anyways, so maybe they can buff it a little bit or something like that. They fixed an issue that caused too much damage to be calculated at once, and they fixed several known crashes. All good changes there. They said, as an experiment, they have removed the entrance fee for high roller dungeons. So, if you've never done high roller, now's your chance. It's free, no reason not to. May as well try it out. Honestly, with a team, if you're in great gear, you probably could do it just fine. You'll find better gear quite quick. Don't forget that you can buy luck potions from the fortune teller if you are running geared. I'd highly suggest running that luck potion and then doing high roller. You'll get a lot better gear from it. And if you're a bard, run that luck thing for your teamies as well, and you can open all the chests and get insane gear. I think it's interesting. I don't know whether it's a good thing or not. People get a lot better gear a lot faster, I think, with the entrance fee being removed from high roller dungeons. It does mean that more people will be playing them though, so you'll run into a less concentration of cheaters, I'd assume. Also, their last change really hurts cheaters as well. They said that the trading posts and high roller features are locked behind a 120-hour time gate for accounts less than 5 days old. This is absolutely amazing. I do think what is going to happen is that instead of cheaters doing it like as they were, where they bought a new account every time, they're probably just going to buy multiple accounts, let them sit, and then they'll always have new accounts if they buy them early enough. So that is a way that they can find around it. So maybe keep that in mind. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not without hurting the normal players too much, but that is a good first step, and I'm glad that they're taking steps to hurt the cheaters, especially the RMT people. They're going hard. I hope that they add a way to report people in the trade chat, because there are people like spamming out website links so that you can, or not links, but websites you can go buy gold at. Those people definitely need to be banned immediately. And there should be a report feature so you can ban them from that, So then below the patch notes, they just had some explanations. They said that they decided to convert the runes map into a duos matchmaking pool, as it was one of the top requested features. And, they said that they plan to continue tweaking settings such as player counts, portal counts, map size, darkstorm timings. And they're also, as we already said, removing the entrance fee for high roller dungeons because they consider it already high risk without the added costs. That's questionable. It's not too high risk if you have a 3-man team, but I'm definitely going to try out the high roller goblin caves, though. Definitely want to try that out. Anyways, good changes for sure. I like it. But I think that they should slow down the swarm a little bit more, and I think it would allow for more PvP fights. I find having to be rushed all the time is just sort of annoying. And then they said that they started their first pass on reducing the gear gap between items, because this issue has basically been unaddressed since alpha playtest number 4. Weapons previously could more than double their damage going from junk to unique quality. They've compressed the damage range so that most weapons now max out at 60 to 70% damage improvement from lowest to highest quality. I think that this is a good change, honestly. It lowers the it brings up the bottom end, lowers the top end, compresses the middle. I think that getting better quality items will still feel really good, and you'll still get the like +3 all attributes on the better items, stuff like that. But I think it'll make it less impossible to kill the people who are fully geared, So great changes there, really like it. And then they said that they have, locked some game features behind gates to make it more difficult and costly for exploiters to access these vectors of undesirable behaviors before they're caught. And they talked about the timers, and then they apologized for any inconvenience this causes to legitimate players, which I mean, it's not really that big of inconvenience. It's 120 hours, that's not too bad, so. And then they said, finally, we've noticed a high amount of teaming in maps, especially Goblin Caves, since the reintroduction of VoIP, which is understandable. Of course, people will be teaming with the reintroduction of VoIP. And they said that although we want to encourage enough freedom for the spontaneous player interactions and emergent behavior, we are also concerned that excessive and pre-planned teaming can quickly degrade the experience for the player base. And they said, before we take the heavy-handed approach of banning teaming outright, we will try to disincentivize undesirable behavior through in-game mechanics. Good idea to me. And although it is a minor step, we've decided to remove one of the later appearing blue portals in Goblin Caves to make it harder for groups of players to all get out. All good changes. I don't know if that's going to be enough. The teaming is pretty out of hand in sometimes. I mean, a fair amount of people will fight, but it's just, I don't know. They maybe need to incentivize not teaming a little bit more. It's just right now there's like not much reason not to team. It just makes going through the dungeon so much easier, and it's better. So, but anyways, good changes overall. I love to see patches like that. I think they made a lot of changes that the community has been asking for, and yeah, I'm excited to play Dark and Darker when this comes out. I'm a little bit upset with one of the patch notes where I was gonna play for the past 2 hours, so it sort of sucks that they put the patch ones they did. But it's how it goes. I wish that they wouldn't patch in the middle of the day, but it's understandable. They are in Korea, not the US. So anyways, great changes. I love it. Hope they keep them coming. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to catch all the next ones. I will make a video over patch notes whenever they come out. And yeah, guys, I really appreciate the support. Thanks to my channel members, Jed, Hastrel, and Professor Oak. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Good luck in your raids this week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, y'all.